Hey gangsters, Rusty Chain here again. Today we're out at Brown's camp again, but a few changes and some stuff I want to talk about. I got me a new bike. Obviously, I don't know if you've seen the videos or not, but if you haven't, there's a 23 300 XC sitting there. No problem. Like the bike so far. I don't know about the handlebars yet. I'm not used to those. They're a little more flat for me, but whatever. Anyway, we've made a couple changes on the bike, but nothing significant. But I had a couple issues also. So anyway, thought I'd set this down here. Maybe I can sit on this log right here. So I took the bike to La Pine. Had about 7 hours on it. Well, a little less than that. 6 hours or so. Anyway, did a race over there. Had no problems with the bike at all. Ran great. First time I actually really got to ride the thing, be honest with you. Other times it's just been up and down my street and stuff and warming it up and running it at home. But I following weekend went out to Medford, down to Jacksonville, and was going to do the AMA West Hare Scrambles out there, which is a series I'm going to do this year. But I got down there and fouled the plug right on the line. So if you saw that video, I had a little walk of shame going back to the truck. Brand new bike, wouldn't run. So anyway, had an issue with that. Figured out that it probably was the way I started the bike and warmed it up. I wasn't told any kind of a procedure as far as how to warm it up. Prior to this, if you look back, my CR250, totally different way of warming that thing up. That don't care. That bike pretty much ran well at any time. So anyways, I think I did it the same way I did the CR, and that's not the way I understand how to do that. So finding all this out, now this is still hearsay because I'm hearing stuff from different people. I have not yet heard from my dealership, and they couldn't answer my question. And all that was how am I supposed to warm this bike up correctly? And he stood there and looked at me, and I told him, okay, this is what I said and what I thought I was told from other people. And he said, yeah, that sounds about right. Well, shit, he doesn't obviously know nothing. So they're not helping me out. And so I take the bike down there to the dealer to get the 5 code cleared, because I had that code on there. And they cleared that, and then I said I wanted to have the bike updated, you know, let's update the ECU while you're there. If there's an update, update it. Get it all done. I want it all as much as you got. So they said, sure, no problem. They got done with it. They rode it around the parking lot, said it's good to go. They said there was 2 other codes on there that didn't really show up, or I don't know how I'm supposed to tell. All there is a blinking light anyway. But one of the codes was for fuel pump over voltage. I don't know whether anybody's heard of that. And they also said the other one was something about the oil control valve, pressure control valve. And so I don't know if anybody's heard anything about that either. So those 2 things were also in there since I fouled the plug. So got all that fixed. Now we're up here running it around, and it seems to be fine. Went to Washougal yesterday. Nothing to show you there, but anyways, I kind of wanted to talk about, you know, the startup procedure, because I'm not sure if I'm doing it right or not. So some of the other people that I've said something to said, yeah, that's about right. But what do they know? Okay, well, the camera quit on me. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about how to start this thing up. So what I understand is I hit the yellow button, let it run for about 15-20 seconds, turn that part off, Let it idle again for about another minute before you touch the throttle, because the ECU has to go through all the sensors and shit it has to go through and get everything corrected before you start really throttling it up. Every time, if you don't do that, every time you throttle it up, it resets the setting for the ECU. So I think what might have happened was I fired it up, I just warmed it up like I did my CR, took off and drove it over there to the line, and then fired it up when I was down in Medford. So if that sounds right to you, then I guess that's what I'm going to do from now on. And then just let it warm up. Wait till the case is a little bit warm, and then we can take off. So anyway, that's about it for that. I mean, I saw some other videos and stuff too. I just saw a thing with this guy Slavens the other day. He says the yellow button don't do nothing, and it's really, he doesn't even use it. It's not really a choke. It just allows more fuel. I don't know. So I'm not a mechanic. I don't tear into this stuff unless I absolutely have to, and then I have to try to understand it then. But until everything, you know, you should be able to ride the damn bike. I mean, and if you do, if there are all these problems, then these people need to tell you this stuff before you buy it or before you drive away. You know, what they do is they expect you to get this. Well, they don't expect you, but if you do get this 5 code, then they come back and tell you, well, we need to charge you for diagnostics on it for whatever, an hour. An hour's worth of diagnostics. Yeah, it's like 150 bucks. Okay, well, if KTM knows about that shit, then why are we having to pay for it? And if there's a fix for it, then there should be a recall. Get the goddamn thing fixed. I mean, that kind of stuff pisses me off. So I get the update, the latest update on the thing while it's in there also. And I said, well, what's in the update? They said, well, we don't really know. And I'll be goddamned if they're not on Google trying to find out. They're the dealer. They're the ones that put that code into my bike. So they don't know what it's fixing. So here again, it's hearsay. Some of it was to be about a fouled plug and something else. So I don't know what they even put in there. They give you this number. I said, you know, I want to keep track of what I do to this bike. I want to know if I do an update, what the update's for, and I want to document that. I don't want to say, yeah, you had number 1004 code updated, or whatever that means. And before that you had 1003 in there. So what the hell does 1004 do? They're fixes for some reason, but they don't know what they're fixing. So anyway, a little frustrated there. I'm also thinking my CR is just damn near a little bit more reliable. The only thing that throws me back on this one is this got electric start. I don't have to kick it, but I don't mind kicking it if it's going to run. Or I can push it or whatever. But yeah, this don't even come with a kickstarter. It's cross-country bike, don't even come with a kickstart. But yeah, did I buy one? Of course. As a lot of people, yeah, I had a lot of people bought them. So I'm not the only one, but I would think that if there's an issue that KTM has that they know about, then why don't they just fix it? I don't understand it. It's not my fault. I didn't engineer the goddamn thing in the first place. So anyway, that's it for that video, I think. Enough ranting and raving. I'm gonna go ride a bike. Talk to you later.